What's up, everybody? Give me some coffee real quick before I go on to work. 'Cause I don't know what day it is. Don't know what time. You see what day it is. October 31st. October 31st, 2020. This is a little video I wanted to make. Really just discussing some concepts and some things that I feel that's very, very necessary if you want to understand on any spiritual journey. As far as dealing with your personal relationships with the women in your life, kids, and like balancing all of that out when it comes to your spiritual work, when it comes to being consciousness, so to speak, in these crazy ass days and times that we've all collectively created for ourselves to really experience and navigate through. That's the level of responsibility one will have to take about all of this shit, knowing that the one at the end of the day, the God or goddess who has the biggest influence on a lot of the things that's happening is the very person you see in the mirror every day. So what I wanted to start off with today is knowing that when you're on this course, when you're on this path that you chose for yourself to really cultivate your alchemy, to advance your spirituality, your consciousness growth, and all that fly shit that we talk about. Knowing that, being steadfast on the course every day, you're going to be faced with challenges. And some of those challenges are the ones that you create for yourself, really to test your resolve. But other ones are challenges that's going to be placed in your way by this system, by this sentient world simulation. And those challenges will come across or may come across as gang stalking, as being targeted, as having individuals that are in your life. You may not even know them personally, but they're there and designed to be a distraction, to get you to stray off your course, to get you to really lower your frequency bands as far as your, your vibratory rate as far as your state of consciousness, to lower levels where they can really manipulate or get you to have emotional responses. Therefore, they have you right where they want you. They have you right where they want you, looking at and responding to something as if it was real, responding to something as a god as if it was a threat, when you can't be threatened when you have this mindset all the time. You see what I'm saying? So these different circumstances can arise in gang stalking, as far as if you're using social media, which a lot of us do, and there's comments or there is baseless claims or baseless threats, or this bullshit ass comments with no validation, almost as if like the person making the statement is as if they know you and they don't know you, and you know they don't know you. So why would you respond to some silly shit? But to get you to engage in bullshit, to get you to engage in basically just, shit that's not even really important at the end of the day, is a victory to them by getting you to lower your frequency, to forget for one moment that you was a god or goddess in your reality, and that any external stimuli that comes your way on some bullshit like that is only but your subconscious thought forms manifest within people, places, and things that you designed at the end of the day for your alchemical transformation, as well as your, a way to test yourself. That's all it is at the end of the day. And that's how you always maintain that level of power and control that you have over absolutely every facet of your reality. Absolutely every infinitesimal small fabric, pixelated everything, material thing, and light in your reality. You control it all. Never forget that. That's why I always stress the importance of ritual work, whenever you get the proper time to do it, to really take self-inventory on yourself, to check, check where you at mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in regards to how you communicate with others, in regards to how you really communicating with your own inner work, your own spirit that you got within you. It's always good to do that, and I highly recommend everybody stay the course when it comes to that, because I know a lot of people are vibrating on different levels, but a lot of people are vibrating on higher and higher levels, not just because of the information I'm presenting to people, but based on their own spiritual work, based on their own level of understanding and cultivation of their own spirituality, that they're able to transcend and reach in higher levels of frequency bands as well. So it's a win-win in my situation, how I look and relate to people that's on the same thing. But because of that, we will be targeted. and know that how they come. They come in strange ways. It's almost as if like this really is like the Matrix. No, it's literally like the Matrix where they may target your weak spots. Say a lot of us have relationships, we have children, we have family that we love and cherish, right? They'll use them to get you to be off, you know what I'm saying, get you to really stray off the course. And it's funny how you usually gotta know how to spot it. They move, it's like a consciousness energy, a rogue, standalone consciousness energy that pervades the minds of those who are still plugged into the system. When I say that, still plugged into the system, meaning that they're invested entirely into this system as being their only existence. You see what I'm saying? So they put all their energy into maintaining the existence of not only this place but their life basically, and they don't know no better. But those individuals are basically hosts for parasites. That parasite could be this sentient world simulation agent Smiths using these people that you love and cherish in your life as proxies to get you to be off your course, to get you to lower your frequency. And they're known as like a monitoring device. You see what I'm saying? This is all run by supercomputers. No one understands this shit. That the mind has no firewall. Consciousness can be hacked, can be edited, can be uploaded in different people. This is a highly technological sentient world simulation that we're in that mimics your normal everyday inner chatter within your mind, your voice, your brain waves, and it mirrors your subconscious mind. But no one understands something. Regardless of how technologically advanced it is, at the end of the day, it's powerless in the mind of a god or a goddess when one is really self-actualized, one really mastered themselves, one really is pure of heart in everything that they speak, everything that they think, everything that they do, every step they take, every breath they breathe is aimed at being pure of heart and for alchemical transformation at the outset. You can't lose when you maintain that level of, I guess the word will be sobriety within oneself, and being able to maintain that level of cognition at all moments and times. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of distractions that's going to be thrown your way to higher vibrate. And I'm on my 40 days, 40 nights type of shit right now where Jesus get behind me, or Satan get behind me, so to speak. So I know and fully understand. Go ahead, motherfucker. Shit, trying to murder this motherfucker driving. So anyway, see, that could have been like a distraction. But now I'm staying the course. But no one understands something, that taking self-inventory on yourself is awesome. To really, at the end of the day, drop the bullshit, right? You got to be honest with yourself about a lot of the different things that you're doing. You got to be honest with yourself about your communication with other people. You got to be honest about your pure intent. Those things every day that I wake up or when I go to sleep, doing rituals on myself to really interface with the great mother, interface with the spirits that I have watching over me, that I have fueling me, everything that I do, to check me on any goddamn thing that I do, as far as my influence, as far as my impact on people's minds. What's the reason why did I say that way? What was my true intent on saying it that way? Because I know and understand the power of my words, and being a spoken word given form made flesh, I have a responsibility to always be pure of heart, to always represent the middle pillar and the highest ideal or maximized potential that exists within each and every person that I lay my eyes on, each and every person that's on the frequency, being a symbol of their inner power. That's what I'm saying. That's always been my approach, as being the Christ, to really tell you that ye are gods and ye can do even more things than I can do. You see what I'm saying? Once you realize and really experience with having this level of confidence and ability to unlock that shit within yourself, it's right there at your fingertips for you to unlock, and it's in plain sight. But I'm just a tool, a simple reminder of your own inner power. That's how I want to be used. That's how I want to be spoken of. And that, at the end of the day, you have all the power to do this within yourself, because ye are gods. You see what I'm saying? So that's always going to be my message. That's always going to be my goal every day, and I reach my goals every day. But there's just certain things that I know, me speaking, the responsibility, the neuro-linguistic programming, like I know that I'm doing this every time I say anything. I know that I'm vibrating at a specific frequency every time I think a thought or I speak anything into existence. And that comes with, like I said, great power comes with great responsibility. And my intent is always to be pure. And my intent is always going to be pure of heart. And my intent always is going to be able to really reflect the greatness and the divinity in each and every person that I resonate with on this frequency. And it just so happened that a lot of the people that I communicate with are women. And that aspect of me being able to communicate with other women on this, not on no sexual shit, not on no I'm trying to fuck you shit, on some spiritual shit, on some sapiosexual type of shit. That's what led to me basically my relationship with my wife like being what it was, because I didn't know and understand. Man, my fucking phone is dying already. It's bullshit, that shit. Anyway, I didn't know and understand the ramifications of what I was doing, as far as just being able to speak the way I could speak and communicate with them the way I can communicate with. And that led to problems. That led to me being dishonest about a lot of different things that I was doing behind the scenes. Just being able to have conversations with different women who know and understand me on a deeper metaphysical level than my wife did presently at the time. And I put a lot of stress and unwanted ass fucking goals on her to thinking she can just handle a lot of this shit that I was basically doing, but keeping it secret. And that wasn't fair to her. And that's not gonna be fair to anybody that I'm in a relationship going forward. Really, just that's why I'm so humbled and just showing so much humility and appreciation and level of understanding for the people that even put up with the shit I put them through in my life. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about being responsible, being honest about everything that you're doing. And I have no choice but to be this. You see what I'm saying? And showing humility and showing, like I said, my level of appreciation for the women in my life, because I know the women in my life, including my kids, including my, you know what I'm saying, my significant other, my twin flame, and every other individual I talk to is but a representation of the great mother. You see what I'm saying? I know that, and I know that at the end of the day, I'm to honor that, I'm to cherish that, and I'm to never take that for granted. You see what I'm saying? Because I have that cultivated within me as well, within the divine feminine aspect that I mastered within me. And that's a heavy ass responsibility to know and understand it and to wield at every moment of time and anytime I communicate to speak with anybody on this frequency. So I'm always honored and respect and cherish that opportunity when it presents itself when I'm communicating with different people, especially women. But reading the book of Proverbs, reading like Bible scripture, honestly, in the mind of a sorcerer, in the hand of a sorcerer, it hits different. It's a spell book. And like yesterday, I read for the 4th time this weekend the book of Proverbs aloud to myself under a trance-like state, like listening to multiple frequencies that you may hear played through this video right now. The non-solfeggio frequencies, all in conjunction with each other during neuroplasticity, brain entrainment, and brain synchronization. But it really changed me. It's really, really humbled me. But the whole purpose of it is to infuse me with the wisdom that's on them pages, that's within that book, within that specific book of Proverbs, that hits me different, that gets me to stay on my path even stronger, that gets me to be more vigilant. It gets me to not, you know what I'm saying, be quick to anger, in which I never was anyway. It gets me to really be able to reassess my spiritual wisdom and level of understanding and cultivation within myself in regards to how I relate with my environment and how I relate with people that's within my environment. To always speak wisdom, to always have a level of understanding of oneself and one's relationship with each and every individual I communicate with, being a mirror reflection of myself. So in treating others the way I would want to be treated is always going to be a maintained focus and goal with how I communicate with each and every person I communicate with, regardless of frequency that they're on. If they're on a low frequency and I'm communicating with them, well, at the end of the day, that conversation is going to lead them to be on a higher frequency. So I'm going to lead them better than they were when they entered the conversation with me. I'm always going to do that. And I've always maintained that. And I've always done that. I was unconscious of it in the past. Now I'm consciously aware of it. And I'm using weaponized language patterns in the form of how I communicate to really excite that aspect within that person, to leave the conversation with them knowing that they're better off than before. You know what I'm saying? That's always going to be my goal. That's always going to be something I'm going to maintain here on out. But reading that book, like I said, infused me with so much wisdom, so much passion, and so much level of respect that I have. Wisdom manifests as black women, or just women in general, who have cultivation and understanding of one's own power. As you know what I'm saying, as the yoni, as the zero to my one, or as just being the spirit. You see what I'm saying? I cherish that type of shit. Now my phone was on 99% when I started this video. It's on 10% now. So It's a cheap ass goddamn iPhone 7. I gotta fix the charger. I gotta get some shit fixed on this. But that's why I wanted to make this quick video. Yo, what's up, baby? How you doing, dog? Self elevate, man. That's my nigga, dog. I really, really appreciate that shit. But I ain't gonna stay too much longer and shit, man. I just more like I said, I'm on my way to work, but I have a level of. I just wanted to express my my appreciation, but more so, not necessarily concerned, but know that if you on this shit, man. I mean, seriously, you have to pay attention to the gang stalking that you may get daily. And it may come in the form of thought forms. It may come in the form of people, places, and things or environment that you in not being conducive to your frequency. That's why I tell you, before you leave the house, before you go anywhere, map and clear that motherfucking energy or wherever you going and bestow it with your energy, real frequency. Therefore, you can't have any smoke. You can't have any issues. Like, I don't have any issues where I go because everything is mapped. It's all strategized. It's already done, and nobody can interface with me unless they pure heart anyway. And that's 33 hertz. So you can't get to the mother unless you get through me. You see what I'm saying? And that's 33 hertz. So that's what I represent. That's what I'm always gonna speak into existence. And that's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm listening. There's so many different frequencies I'm playing right now, but it's all to really be able to communicate with the way I communicate with you, so it'll come out smooth, so it'll come out really with no hindrances, no blockages, no restrictions, no limitations. And those restrictions, no limitations, no hindrances are what I need you to understand that you need to have no goddamn ceiling when it comes to being able to express your true divinity, for you to be able to express your true godlyhood or whatnot. Know and understand that shit and maintain your level of steadfastness and stay the motherfucking course in your work. I don't give a fuck what go on. Stay the course. And if shit get tough, that's when you know that this system is in fear of what you're doing. Like, I can't post memes on my Instagram. I barely can do them I can't post them on my YouTube. I have to post them to people on my Facebook to get them to share it. Like, they know what I'm doing with my memes and my memetics as far as weaponized images. They know the things that I'm putting in it. I had a meme basically dedicated to the great mother that they didn't want to go up. And it's so much, I had to get rid of the app. And then I try to, put a regular picture up there. They won't even let it upload because my image of myself is weaponized. And I'm all over the world, but this is me looking like in the flesh for the first time, how I'm really symbolically represented as being the Black Christ, so to speak, the Christos Melos, El Cristo Satanis Negro, and every other name that I have attributed to my divinity and my godly essence as being pure heart, being pure spirit, being the middle pillar. So I'm going to say all that to say this. Stay the course. You need to holler at me, you need a boost of inspiration, and you need an idea, motivation, whatever, hit me up. I'm here for that, and I'm always going to be here for that. But no, just going forward, things are going to get turned up. I'm about to start revealing myself a lot more as far as talking about the synagogue of Satan and all that type of shit and what that represents and what how that's in opposition. They were written in the good books. And I'm gonna live it out.